Here we go.
What's up everyone, it's LaboreSangre here, and recently on my stream I've been tackling the old mech cards back from the Goblin vs. Gnomes expansion, one of the very first expansions in Hearthstone, pretty sure it's actually the first. So essentially each class has at least like two mech synergy, either like a mech card or mech related card. Rogue's two like some of the first mech cards ever. Rogue got this here Cogmaster's Wrench. So as you can see, 3 mana, 1/3 weapon, has 2 attack while you have a mech. Very good in this list. And then Rogue also has Iron Sensei. So unfortunately, after doing a lot of testing, I really wanted Iron Sensei to be good, but currently I just can't really get it working in the list. Every time I try and run Sensei, I just get clapped on by like an odd Demon Hunter. So ideally you could have Sensei in here, being that Sensei and then the weapon are Rogue's two really old mech cards from way back in Goblins vs. Gnomes. But essentially, this deck is pretty straightforward. Just like Pirates, you try to have a lot of really good early games, so like Mech Warper, cheat out this stuff. Ideally find a 1-drop. If you miss the Warper on 2, that's okay. Dagger's completely fine. And then you just proceed to really good 3-drops now. If you've ever played a mech deck before, what you'll probably realize is that if you ever lose the board, you kinda just lose the game. Now, backstabs and SIs make it really good against Demon Hunter, good against Pirate Warrior. There's a lot of like interactability to kind of catch back up if you lose the board. And surprisingly, one of the best cards in the list is actually this right here, the Arcane Nullifier X21. It's a complete nightmare for odd Demon Hunters since they can't easy silence it or do anything, any easy, The best they can do is like the 3/4 weapon with the hero power to get through it. So for the most part, it's currently my goal to just mess through the old mech cards, try and build modern lists of it for each of the classes, and proceed from there. And this is just my rogue take. Now, I wasn't really playing whenever this first came out, whenever Cogmaster's Wrench came out, whenever Iron Sensei came out, so I'm not really sure if there was any viable deck around that time. I have no memories. But this is just my take utilizing some of the old cards. Another really important thing, like an advantage that Rogue has over other mech classes that I'm not actually utilizing here, is Conceal. Essentially, if you get ahead on the board and you're trying to like outrace your opponent by like magnetizing your stuff and not trading, just going face, a really good way to do it is to play Conceal. You drop a couple minions, or you have finally a good board, you go face, Conceal for 1 mana. I'm just trying to optimize this list versus Odd Demon Hunter versus Pirate Warrior, and so that I decided that Conceal is a good card to cut and just run, Backstab, SI Agent. But if you can make the list work with Conceal, much power to you. There's also the Corrupted Dirigible, I believe it's called, this guy. The only problem is he costs 6. So a little expensive, but the effect is insane. So I haven't tried that yet, but you definitely could. Other cards that I've tried, there's the 2 mana 1/2 that gains attack at the start of each turn. Yeah, I tried Micro Machine. I tried a lot of other mechs at the stat line, but this is just the best I can do against aggression right now. So let's go ahead and get into it here. So my goal was to start with things that haven't really seen as much play, and Rogue was definitely one of the mech classes that haven't, with the old mech synergy cards that haven't really gotten their time in the sunlight here, so trying to make it the best we can do here in Rogue. If I had Mech Warper here, coin Mech Warper is like GG, I win. If I just top deck Mech Warper, that's fine. We'll just go double Mecharoo into Piloted. So ironically, I've played at least like 16 games of this deck, and in all those games I've only drawn Piloted Shredder like 2 times, because Piloted Shredder is like a classic card, but I have no clue how good it is because I never draw it. I really want it to be good because it's an old mech, and that's the purpose of this deck. Fix old mech cards with any new ones we can slot in there. I mean, it's mostly a lot of old stuff. There's not really a lot of new cards. I mean, Hot Air Balloon is new. Mecharoo is kind of new. Everything else has been around for a while. Snip Snap, but, you know, Snip Snap's kind of old. There's the Mech Warper, just a little late, though. What if I coin and then put the replicating on this? Just trade here, go face. Save the backstab. So do it like this. Now, I could have also just backstabbed that and traded in this guy. Maybe that was better overall. Thinking through, I'm really not sure what he's playing. If it's like a Reno deck, like, okay, pure Paladin. We now know exactly what he's playing. We are rewarded for saving the backstab here. At least a little bit. So jam the Shredder, swing this. We get hard wrecked by him swinging here into Consecration. If he does that, we have like one more good turn of pressure until we're out of stuff. And like I said in the description, if you ever lose the board, you kind of just lose the game. We have a little bit of comeback, but if you run out of pressure and you don't draw Jeeves, then you're just out of tools. Looks like he is going for Consecration. Yeah, Consecration. We have one more good play here. One more good turn. Ziliax is really good too, but I'd rather play these two out for now. So I need this to carry me to victory. Would you run Mysterious Challenger? Okay, Amber Watcher is pretty good. Definitely not the biggest thing to be afraid of, but... Oh, should I just kill it with Spider Tank Ziliax? I feel like we gotta kill it like this. He's almost at full health. I mean, we knock him down to almost half here, but we have a long ways to go for us having no cards and him having, you know, like 6, 7. This is kind of like the best version against aggro so far that I've toyed around with against Pirate Warrior, against Odd Demon Hunter. There's definitely ways to make the list a lot more flashy. You could run like Myra's and conceal stuff, conceal a mech, and then hand buff it the next turn for like reach. That way, if you ever lose the board, you don't necessarily lose. Whereas in this version, you should just lose if you ever completely lose the board. Oh, I kind of need to respect his minions, which is sad. Kind of need to respect his minions. So I don't need to respect the dragon, but the mech could be an issue if you put a Ziliax on there. So I'm just going to kill the mech and go from there. 6, 7, 8. That doesn't save you. Exact lethal here. Okay, there you go. Okay, Cogmaster Balloon, we like that. Shaman, I don't see why we would keep this guy. It's definitely good, but I'd rather just hard look for a Mech Warper. Another card to consider that is traditionally run in mech decks is the 2-mana 1/2. Make all the mechs in your hand cost 1 less. I haven't really tried it much in this list. I've really just tried to give us the best early start and the best comeback. Come back onto the board when you lose it, so it's definitely something I still need to try / could try. Gonna go ahead and get this going in case he wants to play the 2-mana 3/4. I don't really have a lot of time to get Dagger going other than next turn. If he plays the 2-mana 3/4 and trades here, I have to just jam this instead of Dagger. Ooh, he whiffed on the Overload. That's incredibly good for us. That's so good. So good. Now I'm going to get this going so we can get the health over the Dagger. Do this to force a Maelstrom or something so we can't easy bump our Cogmaster. Ooh, Feral Spirit in 2020, okay. We only really have one good trade into here, so... Luckily, the health buff puts my guys out of range of these. Could go Cogmaster, but I kind of want to play my Spider Tank here. I guess I'll go Master here. We'll just swing. 3-mana 3/3 weapon is really good. Kind of a jest at a Fiery War Axe now that it's nerfed in Warrior. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now, we didn't do anything with the mana other than Hero Power, which is kind of weak, but I definitely like that he's running this card. I've always liked this card. We're curving really well. Kill this guy. I don't really care about the totem. At this point, I'm just saying that now that I'm ahead, I want to abuse it by going face. Whereas if I were to kill this, maybe we wouldn't have the damage later to kill him, and he actually manages to come back. Oh, the 4-mana 7/7, but he didn't get to play it on 4. So this is where we put the nail in the coffin. We go here. We go here. He's overloaded too, and he didn't get to kill anything off the board. I think I'm just going to slam this here, because I'm definitely going to play Jeeves and or a 3-drop with this. If it's Jeeves, I Jeeves Dagger. But I want to find some quick magnetizes to put this game under wraps really quick. Lightning Storm, my guys have 5 health. Lightning Storm's not gonna. Really? He runs Forked Lightning. What a madman. What a madman. So it did, what did it hit the Spider Tank for? Hit it for 3. It did high roll on the Spider Tank actually. This is weird. I almost don't want to play Jeeves now, because what if he draws cards? Kind of want to go this guy. Go face. Okay, wow. Snow Fury Giant, that's not in a Spellstone deck. Or if it is in a Spellstone deck, we just haven't seen it. I definitely appreciate that. That's really cool. And I'm actually going to kill it too, because if he gave it Taunt and had Spellstone, we'd kind of lose on the spot. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this, even though it looks like it's a meme, right? It looks like this Giant is just a meme, just a good inclusion. But I'm really afraid that he runs Spellstone and he's going to give it Taunt or something and have a board full of Taunted free of those. So definitely just going to trade here. Props to him, by the way. Like, kudos to him. I really like those Overload Giants. The Snow Fury Giants. A lot of fun with the Shaman quest. Earth Elemental. So yeah, he's definitely not just burn. He definitely does like a lot of overload stuff. Probably runs the Spellstone, if I had to guess. So 2, 3, 3. We can play out our hand. Kill the big guy, because once again, absolutely don't want him to get a Spellstone on it. Okay. So now, because we waited on Jeeves, we were able to play out our whole hand, get 3-card value. Okay, so he's also going to draw 1 card by the looks of it. Yeah, he gets 1 card. Okay, so this guy. This guy swings into here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, we're 1 off. I could trade, maybe I should trade. So like trade here. Backstab this, just so I get a full hand. Magnetize Jeeves, play this. So like I said, this version doesn't really have reach. If you lose the board, you kind of lose. The only real reach is then the weapon. But if you can put in Conceal or put in Dirigible to give all your mechs stealth, that's really a way to like blow out the face race. And it's definitely fair and balanced, and your opponent will feel pretty happy about having to face against that. What, Lightning Storm? Is he actually... Yeah, he's out of the clear, right? He's actually out of the clear from that. He Omega overloads, but he's out of the clear. Oh, no, the way it works... No, the way it works is different. It would have had to work like the Storm clears the Shredder Death Rattle and then recasts. But because of the way the animation works, he's not out of the clear. It looked like it would be out of the clear, right? It looked like it was going to kill the Shredder and then kill all the 1/1s that came out of it, but just not the way the world works. Pirate Warrior, probably. So finally get to showcase it against Warrior a little bit. Against aggro, rather. Definitely keep Cogmaster. Ideally, we get Arcane to stick around. And then Snip Snap it. That's the way we can win the game. Nice little card back he's got going. I like how this disc is rotating. Ship's Cannon was pretty obvious. We do have Backstab, which is a little sad that we have to play it here since we don't have the SI set up. Okay, so yeah. Really wish we could have saved the Backstab but had to kill the cannon. Oh, man. I really want to save Snip Snap for the Arcane Nullifier, and I think it's realistic to do so. This play is kind of weak, but I think this is fine. Livewire Lance, that doesn't really do a lot of amazing things here. He is going face. So we can try Nullifier. Try Nullifier and then Snip Snap it, but that's a little weak. I really wanted like a Spider Tank here, honestly. Another minion, because you want to play Nullifier late in the game. You want to play it late in the game where you can just stack it up and your opponent can't get through, but here he has a pretty good chance at killing it. Swing in into 2 damage Lackey. Easy kill it, and I don't have a great turn 5. He's doing more with his mana than we are. He would have played the deal 2 damage Lackey first, so he doesn't have it yet. He did not get it, okay. But we just don't have a good way to make this guy bigger, to magnetize it. Really need to draw like a Wargi or like a Ziliax, and that's the problem. The best thing in our deck cost 5. Like, we don't have any more highly impactful mechs. So there's Shredder, which just gets eaten alive by Livewire Lance. There's Play This, which I like swing into here, swing in here, swing into there. That's probably the best. It's just not really great overall, but do this. We're trying to fight for the board, but he's just getting so much value with the weapon. It's hard to find a better... Really? I mean, that result is surprisingly strong, but I don't know about that. If I really want to double upgrade this, now's my last chance. I just don't know that that's what I want. Like, give it up to 7 health. I guess that looks like it's fine. So Snip Snap this. Snip Snap this. Kill this. He needs 1 more damage to kill this. That doesn't do it. Pretty good mana cheat there, but... Yeah, so there we go. There's the Cultist. He was just waiting on a Pirate. He would have played this last turn, but he didn't have a good Pirate for it. So here's the problem. He's doing better on the board than we are. We kind of need to go face. I'm just not sure that our hand can get us there, can get us lethal. So it's looking like we play Shredder. I can swing in here. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 damage. If I send it all face, can I win? And I think the answer is I'd rather just slow him down and get more mileage with what we already have going. Because these 1/1s, right? He has to hit into each of those individually. That's gonna take a while. Or if he discovers a Warpath or something, you know, Whirlwind Effect. So I think that fighting for the board was a good enough investment to win us the game. Yeah, he's still in the trading mode. He's not really going full face. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, stops lethal. He did go face though. That was interesting. Would have killed off this if I was him. So play out our full hand here. It's everything we got. Buff this guy up. Trade this. Okay, so this is all we got, and it should be good enough. Well, okay, a lackey into brawl and he wins the brawl, then yeah, sure, I lose the game in that condition. Always fear the lackey, always fear the lackey. Warpath is just as good. He actually might steal a game here from Warpath. Yeah, he actually just won the game from lackey. Unless I top deck Jeeves, I just lose now. He actually stole this one. Oh yeah, no. He just stole this one. Because of the armor, like, I don't know. There just isn't the time that I need to win now. This is how people in Standard must be feeling, just losing to lackeys all the time. And he straws it himself up. He completely lost the board, and we overtraded into his discovered AoE. Three damage for 5 mana. That's like a Cork Run. Deckhand? No, straight up Golden Leroy, so yeah. We definitely lost to Discovered Warpath. Everything was going so smooth, and then he did that. I actually like this hand. Coin Mech Warper into these two. And then SI, I should have tossed SI. Should have tossed SI since I'm using the coin, but otherwise this was fine. I kept SI because I was like, hey, this card's really good in this matchup, but overall... Okay, we drew a backstab, so not punished. I'll have it available on turn 3. Could throw out my backstab here, just to keep my Warper alive. Punch this, I-beam that, and I lose the game. I'm going to save the backstab. So yeah, I should have tossed SI and look for more 1-drops. That freeze was really good. So if he goes face with this, then I backstab dagger. Ooh, good draw, good draw. So backstab this, dagger this. Our SI is going to be landlocked now, but it's okay. Could have also held on to the Mecharoo for Mecharoo SI, but unfortunately, because our deck is so based around having the board, the 3/4 weapon for Demon Hunter, forgive me, I don't want to remember the name right now, but the 3/4 that's like every time you attack a minion, you can attack again, that card just solos us. Every time I gain board advantage versus Demon Hunter, that's what I lose to. Ooh, Nullifier's really good though. Especially an early Nullifier. Early Nullifier. Kill this. Next turn we have Cogmaster into SI. So we have the board, but I really need to draw my finishers, which are only the 5 cost, since 5 cost is the most expensive cost card in my deck. We've dealt our way through the really powerful early turns that a Demon Hunter has, with taking kind of minimal damages overall. We've only taken 6, and we have pretty solid board control, so overall, things are going really well here. Shredder, but I have to go SI though. I'd rather go SI here than Shredder. Trade here. If he has the weapon, he just completely negate. He kills all these minions, take the damages for it, and then it's back to a top deck war. Oh, no. Doing nothing is definitely you lose. I'll build this guy up, and then I'll play another one by itself, because I don't want it to get silenced. So do this. It feels so good to be an odd Demon Hunter with this list, though. Because odd Demon Hunter is the epitome of aggro, and we're over here doing fine against it. Backstabs are just so good against our 2 health minion, the SI. The early confirmed that he couldn't kill Mech Warrior. Just everything's gone really well this round. And just like that, you're dead, my friend. Just like that, you're dead. But talking over cards that you can put in the list again, there's Micro Machine. If you're really ballsy, you can put in Conceal or put in the Corrupted Dirigible. Specifically, just in early game, there's Galvanizer. There's Micro Machine, which is right here. There's a Force Tank. Force Tank Max is pretty good. 8 mana 7/7 with Divine Shield, but I feel like you'd rather be looking for something in the 6 slot and the 7 slot. So that's going to be enough for me today, guys, with Mech Rogue. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot more mech decks on YouTube. The next one might not be a mech deck, but I'm just going to try and give the old mechs some love. So thanks so much for stopping by my channel, and have a great day, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
My thanks to you.
I thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.